You're watching Local 6, home of ClickOrlando.com. Local 6 News starts now.
We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty, so say we all.
A former Orlando police officer on trial for rape is a free man this morning, but his attorney says there's still one more battle to be fought. Howie says his client was mistreated by the legal system.
It's a path kids take every single day to go to school, and today it's serving as a reminder of the dangers out here. I'm Shelly Muniz in Orange County. What's being done to find an armed robber?
And I'm Mark Lehman. More than 24 hours after a man was pistol whipped and carjacked at this ATM, his attacker is still on the run. Coming up, the key piece of evidence that could help deputies find this very dangerous suspect.
And good morning to you. We are honored to have you with us on this Thursday morning. Time right now is 6 a.m. on the dot. I'm Matt Austin.
I'm Bridget Ellison. Also ahead, a reporter gets very up close and personal with her story.
That's right. At 6:25, how a baboon helped her become a YouTube sensation. This thing is blowing up now. First, though, a live look outside at downtown Orlando, just one of the areas where we're expecting to see some rain today. Our chances do go down, and that weekend we're starting to focus in on.
That's what we want to hear. Meteorologist Troy Bridges in the Weather Center with some brighter details.
Oh, yes. Some big changes, and they're the changes we want to talk about. We're going to be seeing drier air working in as early as today. That will lower rain chances. It's Bridget, for your weekend. Go ahead and make those plans. It's looking good. We'll detail it straight ahead.
See you then, Troy. 6:02 now. Orange County deputies are looking for the armed robber who attacked a child on his way to school.
Yeah, it's a scary ordeal no person should have to deal with, much less a kid. The attack happened yesterday morning at the intersection of Lancaster and Calypso Drive, right near Walker Middle School. Reporter Shelly Muniz is live right near that very intersection. So, Shelly, some parents say this morning they are doing some things differently because of this.
Right, because apparently this student who was robbed yesterday was walking alone. So this morning, deputies are urging students to walk with a friend or a parent and stay alert.
Across our county, students on their way to and from their school have been approached and or threatened. Please be advised, this morning one of our Walker students was approached and threatened.
This is the message Walker Middle School parents got from the principal yesterday. A middle schooler walking to class became the victim of an armed robbery. As kids head to school this morning, some may choose to walk with someone else. Others might decide not to walk at all.
It's pretty sad. They're kids.
Orange County deputies aren't saying what kind of weapon was used to intimidate the student or what he took from him, but it left the kid walking the rest of the way startled. Now parents are too.
I pick him up and I drop him off because no, she's only 12 and never again.
Wendy Ellen's daughter lives close enough to walk too, but after what happened yesterday, she says never again. And at 6:30, I'll tell you what the student said the armed robber did just before he robbed him. Matt?
All right, Shelly, thank you. And there were some parents who said they wouldn't have known this morning if they had never gotten a certain message, right?
Right. There was a phone message that was sent out by the principal. Now, some of the parents are saying, I never got it. And this is when the school district reminds us to make sure those phone numbers are updated so that you can get those messages. Matt?
All right, good point, Shelly Muniz. Thank you.
6:04 now. The hunt is on for the gunman seen in this surveillance video right here. Deputies say he robbed and carjacked a man at an Orlando ATM. This is a story Local 6 was first to break yesterday morning. What had happened at the Bank of America on Central Florida Parkway and Orange Blossom Trail. Photojournalist Mark Lehman shows us the newly released photos from the attack.
Deputies say the suspect watched and waited for someone to approach this well-lit ATM. Now, just over 24 hours after the attack, we're getting our first look at the bold gunman. This chilling image captured moments before the holdup shows the suspect stalking his victim. Deputies say it was just before midnight when the man was pistol whipped and robbed from behind while making a deposit. Then the suspect carjacked his SUV. Here's a closer view of the suspect, who was completely covered up from head to toe, only leaving a small slit in his mask to see. Since yesterday, word of the attack has spread, forcing customers to take extra precautions.
I'm going to look around more, I guess, and try to come in the better time, daylight time.
Now, while the suspect's face was well covered in the images, deputies are hoping someone will recognize something about the man. They're asking you to call the sheriff's office if you have any information that could help. Bridget?
Thank you, Mark. And in just hours, the attorney who represented a former Orlando police officer acquitted of rape will speak out. It took the jury, the 6-member jury, less than 2 hours to find Roderick Johnson not guilty last night. Prosecutors accused Johnson of coercing a 23-year-old woman into having sex after he arrested her last year. Johnson's attorney says his client has been mistreated by the legal system.
I don't ever want to see another case like this in a court when it shouldn't, and you're putting people's lives in jeopardy for no reason at all.
He now plans to hold a news conference later today on the issue. Local 6 will be there. We'll keep you updated.
Today we could find out if police have found the people responsible for killing an elderly woman, then setting her home on fire. 83-year-old Elena Ortega was found unconscious inside her burning home on Turnbull Drive in Orange County last week. Deputies initially ruled the death suspicious. Later, they revealed she was murdered and that fire was intentionally set. Investigators now say they're questioning 2 persons of interest in the case. Those 2 people are already in jail on some unrelated charges. Deputies aren't releasing their names or any info about their connection to Ortega. This morning, Daytona Beach's iconic Desert Inn Hotel is getting a new lease on life. The News Journal reports the 1950s-era oceanfront resort has been sold. Summit Hospitality Group bought the hotel for $6 million. Summit says it will renovate the property and reopen the hotel under a whole new name.
More furloughs could be in NASA's future. The space agency says it will be forced to furlough 18,000 workers if the federal government shuts down next week. 2,000 of those employees work at the Kennedy Space Center. Republicans and Democrats have until Tuesday to come to a compromise on the spending bill. The bill will fund government operations into 2014.
Time right now, 7 minutes after 6, and we have seen quite a few soggy days in a row. Now, hopefully we can see some dry spots today. Troy Bridges standing by with a look.
I think we're going to make you happy today. We're going to lower those rain chances, and here's why. We're tracking a front. This is a stationary front, stalled out over the past several days. It acted as a focal point for more of those scattered showers and storms. Today, this front's going to slide the weekend. We'll detail that straight ahead. But let's check on those roads this morning. A few wet areas, but nothing major. Let's see if there are any issues. Nicole Pisecki has the latest.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. We do have this crash has just been cleared, actually. East Colonial Drive, westbound at Bonneville Drive. I'll show you how things are rolling over there. Matt and Bridget.
Thank you, Nicole. 6:09 now. Bargain shoppers, get those walking shoes ready.
Yes, a ton of new stores are coming to Central Florida in 5 minutes. The big names and retailers that will be a part of one of Outlet Mall's major expansion.
Then a new crew boarded the International Space Station overnight at 6:15. Why their flight to space was so historic.
First, though, why we could be close to finding out if Americans were, in fact, behind the Kenya Mall massacre.
You're watching the Local 6 Morning News. We'll be right back.
Well, welcome back. We could be close to finding out if any Americans were behind the bloody siege in that mall in Kenya.
FBI experts have arrived in Nairobi to help with the investigation into the massacre. Agents will help collect fingerprints, DNA, and ballistic evidence. The evidence will help determine the nationalities of both the victims and the attackers.
In the meantime, some very dramatic video coming from this attack is going viral. It captures the moment. You see this guy crawling here to rescue some children and a mom as gunmen were opening fire inside the mall. You can see that guy right there crawling to help the woman who is holding 2 kids. What a hero there. Al-Shabaab, a Somali-based terrorist group with ties to Al-Qaeda, says it carried out the attack that killed more than 60. It says more attacks will follow until Kenya withdraws its troops from within Somalia's borders. Moving on now, the International Space Station is a bit more crowded this morning. Last night, a Soyuz spacecraft carrying 3 crew members docked with the ISS. You can see them hugging there. Good to see each other. It took the Soyuz only 6 hours from launch to reach the ISS. It's only the 3rd time in history a spacecraft made it in such a short period of time. That is incredible to make it that far in 6 hours. Well, hey, shoppers, you're going to love this next story. More of your favorite stores are coming to Central Florida.
That's right. You can shop till you drop. In just a week, 12 new stores will open up right across from one of the most popular outlets here in Central Florida. And Makubaka reports from Orange County about the details on the brand names that'll be opening their doors.
Here's a list of just some of the stores that will be opening here at the Promenade next. Now, just to give you an idea of how close everything is, you can see right over there is the Orlando Premium Outlets. Just a short walk from where we are now, where the new shops will be. And we all know that parking can be quite an issue out here. That's why they'll be adding 400 parking spaces, and the promenade will also have its own bus stop. Back to you.
Bus stop would be good. Parking can be tricky around there.
There's no way you can get through all those stores in a day.
Oh, yeah, no way.
Well, a baboon is creating a lot of buzz on the internet for his 15 minutes of fame.
Let's just say he grabbed the attention of one reporter.
I'm Sabrina Rodriguez. We're in Lodi today, and I am being joined right now by Mickey, the baboon, and we're going to be, he's trying to cop a feel a little bit.
Look at the smile on his face.
Yikes.
Ear to ear there. Sabrina Rodriguez reporting on a festival in Sacramento, and Mickey decided to say hello. Hey, you know what? You can judge Mickey all you want, but it's probably lonely in that cage.
Oh, but that's not appropriate.
You know
You should
what?
ask first.
You've had a lot of experience with animals
a sea lion
out on the
at the Central Florida Fair a few years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. They had a sea lion, and it would just, you know, be trained to pet you on your back or talk to you a little, not talk to you, but act like it was.
It talks to you? That would be incredible.
That would be cool.
But let's, we actually have found video on this.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Josh, roll it.
These are sea lions, Tom, and they're here at the Central Florida Fair. This is Kim. She has been giving me kisses. Thank you very much. We also have Zoe and Sparky here, and they're here to put on a big show called Splash here at the fair this weekend. Now,
Kim, there she is.
She had a crush on you.
Look at that. Was it Valentine's Day
and you
or
cannot imagine what Kim smelled like. Imagine what she eats.
You did such a good job.
They eat a lot of fish, and they don't smell so good.
You know, I will say this about you. You get better with age, Troy.
Oh, well, you're too kind.
But that was...
that jacket I had to burn.
Were you actually
it smelled
scared?
awful. I did. I had to burn it. It smelled awful forever and ever. I gave up on it.
All right.
But yeah, they are aggressive. Those things can get, you know...
They looked pretty friendly there.
Look it up.
She was kissing
It was trained. It was trained. These are wild animals. Anyway, we're going to be tracking some rain chances as we head into the afternoon today. Not as much, though. There's the good news. Back to you guys.
All right, Troy, thanks. Well, Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Joan Watson are back. Season 2 of Elementary kicks off tonight right here on Local 6.
Cal Rama shows us the mysteries the duo will be solving this season.
Be a pattern here that leads to a great criminal mind.
And how is Napoleon Bonaparte involved?
By my 5th night without sleep, I may have been reaching.
In this modern-day drama, a crime...
You're not having a moment.
I posted the previews and premieres to all the CBS Primetime hits on my Facebook page, so make sure you log on each night and let me know what you think.
All right, very good show there. You should check it out, 622 now. Well, forget dialing 911. How Twitter hopes your tweet will lead to solving emergencies.
That's right. We'll explain how it could work in 20 minutes. Plus, one of the world's most popular coffee chains looking to cash in on the rest of your taste buds and your wallet. In the next 5 minutes, why you could see the word beer on the menu. But first.
Beer. Did you see the people on the ground right under that? A military plane comes within inches of hitting this crowd right here. The pilot's close call. Next. Talk about a close call. That's called a Hercules plane there, and it almost took out that crowd of people. See how low it was? Give him some haircuts there, it looked like. Happened in Argentina as the pilot was showing off at an air base. Crazy stuff there. Everybody was fine, but some of them did get knocked down by just the sheer force of it going by. Glad you're back with us. Starbucks could soon be adding an extra fizz to its customers' drinks.
The coffee giant has filed a trademark name for carbonated drinks. It's being reported Starbucks is registering the name Fizzio. The sodas have been tested in Atlanta and Austin. They've come in 3 flavors so far: lemon ale, ginger ale, and spiced root beer. No word on if the drinks will be offered at local Starbucks just yet.
Which one would you pick?
Probably the lemonade.
You go for the lemon?
I love lemony drinks.
Spiced root beer sounds good to me.
I want pumpkin spice.
Troy is a pumpkin spice latte freak.
Let's
so
invent
if they
that
came
one.
out with a pumpkin spice soda,
Shouldn't be hard to do. shouldn't be hard to do. They have most
easy.
of the ingredients, I would think, right there. So maybe they're listening. I think a lot of folks would agree. The bus stop forecast today starting you off looking good, pretty dry, a 20% coverage of rain, 1 or 2 passing showers to start. Sunrise this morning at 7:16. Now through the day, rain chances increase a little bit, but not by much at 30% of the area. Make sure the kids are ready for 1 or 2 passing showers. Maybe have that umbrella in their backpack. Heating up to 90 degrees by 3 o'clock today with more sunshine finally. Coming up, Matt and Bridget, we're talking about drier air working in today, but especially tomorrow and through the weekend. That means a great weekend. We'll detail it straight ahead.
Still ahead on Local 6, the search is on for the armed robber who attacked a kid on his way to school. We're live with what's being done to protect your kids this morning.
And chilling new video captures the moment a gunman goes on a rampage at Washington's Navy Yard. How this could help investigators figure out why he did it.